the best to ever lace up the gloves, no doubt about it. The Bronze Bomber.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Manassas, Colorado.
And this one has all of those big fight feels you want from a prize fight. Here we go.
You can hear everything. Can you imagine being a fighter walking into this? We're going to see that any minute now.
What a great venue and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. And we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. The straight right just misses. Good counter punch. There's a counter shot. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Incredible firepower from both of these heavyweights. What a pleasure it is to be here in this environment. What a venue for this showdown.
Situations like this target will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful though.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Catch and shoot. Throws the jab, but it doesn't score. They're both trying for a knockout. Just missing with the uppercut. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round. Well, he is glad to have heard that bell.
The bell sometimes...
And there's the bell for round 2. Not the start that they wanted, but let's see what they can do in this round.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They're going to come up now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab. Rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter has been described as a swarmer. That fighter who attempts to overwhelm their opponent by applying constant pressure.
You got a swarm on your case. You know you've got to fight. You got to...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Jack Dempsey. Oh, boy, in trouble. Down goes Jack Dempsey. And as you can see here, a picture-perfect punch did the trick.
A shot from the gods took him...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, continue.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
Got to waste time. Get step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to call you. Walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it. Because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose in the round.
At the halfway point, there's no doubt who's won this round so far.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T. Play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over and over again, they've got it.
Those counter punches have to hurt. Misses with that uppercut. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round. Let's see how the game plan changes. There's the bell for round 3. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with it.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
He blocks the right uppercut. What a punch. Beautiful counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Nice counter. Time they drop their guard, they get caught. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Perfect counter lands. A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? That time counter shot. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that this round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that in? Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the 5th. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Good counter punching. That punch landed. And the bronze bomber goes down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Listen to me. Are you okay?
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Is that ever hope? Remember the fight at Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points up until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Just misses right uppercut. That uppercut doesn't get through. Final 10 seconds here, and the corner is going to have their work cut out for them. Talk about Wilder in that last round. It's not over till it's over, but that knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the...
On to the 6th round. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
Counter punch caught him clean. They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middleweights. Truly elite level stuff here.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely...
Whoa, Johnny! Oh no, Dempsey is hurt! Good your chin is. A punch like that, and you're going down.
I need to see that again.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter shot. Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Let's talk about Dempsey in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown's going to be. We just saw it. Round 7, here we go. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff them.
The stamina is off the charts. Is he going to punch himself out, though? This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
This could be really intimidating, Todd. If you know somebody's got the punch power, someone's got the speed, it can be intimidating. Just depends on how confident you are as a fighter.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
The straight right just misses. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. And he scores with the counter. That counter shot lands. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. The great heavyweight champion just got clipped. Talk about Wilder in that last round. You've heard the old phrase, this might come down to who wants it more, but it might come. There's the bell to start round 8. They let it all hang out in the last round. What do they got left?
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Holding nothing back here in the round. That left-handed jab doesn't quite score. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move.
Oh, my God, Johnny! Jack Dempsey, oh, boy, in trouble. And it appears the onslaught is over, at least for now.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision.